Hey everybody, it's Ganzo the Gamer, and it's Friday, which means back live to play some more Magic the Gathering. And as you can clearly see behind us, we're jumping into Ravnica, but I'm joined with...
Dr. Venture Sr., and yeah, it's...
I'm here in playbacks.
It's War of the Spark Chronicles, and so we're going through and telling the story of War of the Spark through different events in MTG Arena. And we start off this week with Momir, which sets stage for Ravnica at War. And in order to give it the flavor, rather than just being a typical Momir event, we are getting all 36 Planeswalkers from War of the Spark thrown into your base deck, which is all, I imagine, evenly split land. I haven't actually tried the most.
Yeah, no,
so I imagine that
traditional Momirs are evenly split.
Yeah. So I imagine that it's going to be an even split of the 5 different lands. Hey, EPM, how's it going, dude? Ahelian, Ugin. Yeah. So it's gonna be really interesting because it's like, do you play the walker? Do you pitch the walker in order to cast an RNG creature? Like, it adds that extra dimension because not all planeswalkers are going to be typically viable,
right?
Not the way that they would be with constructed. So anything that affects creatures, yeah, in a positive light. Anything that goes through and gives you ramp, yeah.
But yeah, everything is like, ooh, it costs more to cast spells. What do you do?
Yeah. Some of those things are just going to be, who cares, right?
And I guess it's all, is it only just Ravnica? Ravnica. Jesus. I am overtired today. Is it just War of the Spark cards?
It is just the War of the Spark Walkers. So
no. I mean for what you're playing with Momir.
Oh, I imagine that it's going to be everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be
has to be.
It's going to be like your typical Momir rules of being able to RNG any creature out, except that you've got the 36 Walkers for flavor and spice of the fact that it's, you know, Ravnica at war in War of the Spark.
One way to find out. That is spring up Google and slowly read a detailed article. No.
However, castle. Jump back. I want to see. Can we actually see the story? No. Oh, why do they always do that?
It's
I was hoping it was gonna go through and, like, you know, the game, so you could be like, dude, video thing. No, it just takes us to.
We'll probably get copyright striked anyways for whatever the music is. How are you enjoying War of the Spark, EPM? Rahelian, your favorite card?
More importantly, have you been checking out of the any of the spoilers for Modern Horizons?
Yeah. Totally. Snow covered lands.
Full art snow covered lands.
I'm like, full art isn't like the same full art as the.
No to the Nisa, eh? No love to the Nisa. Hey, what's up, Slapper Man? How's it going, dude? Oh, hey, Ruination's here. How's it going, man?
How's it going?
So yeah, Modern Horizons looks effing crazy. People have been going through and throwing out the. Wait a minute. Are you sure? You guys sure that this is like Commander Masters? Because at least from the first wave of stuff that's been spoiled, it's like it started with the spoilers and I going on. What was it? Magic Online Champion. Started there right now. Oh, there we go. Now you remember it. We're forgetting some things.
Yeah, we're cutting restream
are you keeping or are you gonna mull?
That's what I was trying to decide. I think I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep it.
Prevent stuff Dovin, or you can.
So Ruination, you're not happy for Modern Horizons, but EPM you are.
Well, I mean, we're not getting Force of Will reprinted in there from as far as we can tell, because they've already had something kind of take over the name. So, I think Force of Will is definitely out. Reprint.
There's something that's functionally close to it or something like that.
They now have Force of Negation. And they've actually turned that into a whole cycle, a whole force cycle with all 5 colors. So the whole thing is pitch.
Yeah.
I mean, that was hard. I mean, that game. That was a game set.
And do with modern. It's a commander set with a couple of modern playable cards.
From what we've seen so far, yeah. This is what I was saying. Everyone's been like, wait a minute, Commander Masters. We knew it all along.
It's still using the passive isn't helpful.
Oh, crazy. Fire engine. That's beast.
Yeah, that's ramp.
That's.
I'll take it.
That's excellent. That's exactly what you want, dude.
Yep. Exactly.
What do you think of Force of Denial? Because yeah, that's
You hate Commander more than any other format. Interesting. What's your gripe with Commander? Don't enjoy it.
Well, you don't appreciate it because it's inconsistent collector. 99 Singleton. For a bunch of variants. Mecha Uda pilot.
I'm tempted to
Pitch Kaya.
do some. Oh, dude. I don't know. Let's try it. I'm not used to having these other options.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
Mecha Uda. Do anything?
Nothing worth removing. I feel like getting it out. Hopefully getting a back. This thing in Momir.
Usually I'm better at
Definitely
dodging.
no.
You should fear those born of darkness.
How did you do that?
What a mess I've made.
Ow. Well, that just took the wings out.
I mean, that was form damage that you didn't end up taking. Magic talking robot arm attached to their body.
Got a set of these magic robot arms?
So is this gonna be like, what was the... Crap, what was the boxing anime?
Making mistakes. Something.
Megalobox?
Ah, no.
So is this like Megalobox but with magic?
Why can't I count properly?
Yeah, I'd gone through and actually... What was that? I saw a recent by give him at least advisory.
Oh.
Taking a look, commenting. Yeah, a lot of these cards that are on here are ones that have been made, really been answers for a lot of these. Probably don't necessarily. So that was kind of interesting.
No,
Extra arms on my body. Oh, okay, so
Lucky
it's like
hit.
a Dr. Octopus
The
kind of.
strong.
They're magical. I have to check this out. I don't know if we can check this out right now, though. Gotta distract Gans away. Also, that's Soren way too strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Force of Negation really, like they nailed what they needed to without pushing it too far in terms of being broken.
You better
Unlike
watch
other
your
cards
back
like
from
say
here on out.
the new Urza they're printing. That's a whole nother thing.
I can't do anything this turn.
Uh,
Other than Momir, really. No point in putting Odin out.
get dove into down tick.
I will
Or-
gladly point out your
Orin's
inadequacies.
Pinging you, or he's pinging your. Or nerf the 5.
I think
We're studying contrasts. I'm excellent in your... well, not.
Yeah, because what was the other? It seemed like the red force getting kind of hosed, but then black one. Yeah, the red one.
Here be monsters.
If
with the
that's
white
your
one.
best, I
The red one
needn't
was
worry.
terrible, but you like something akin to like a ball lightning.
The only
Split up
prize
over
I
two.
desire is your head.
They only yeah.
There's
very
always
disappointing.
room to improve.
thanks for the heads up.
Thank you for the heads up, Slap man.
And have a good sleep.
Yeah, dude. Hope you count all the sheep, catch all the Z's successfully.
One of us, most likely me, may or may not have misplaced our normal microphone.
We've downgraded a number from a 58 to a 57. Dang it. Yeah, so it really reminded me of kind of being like a ball lightning, but it's just not good.
One can learn much from them. Knowledge is not without prize.
Boxes are made to be thought outside of.
Missed.
Any good anime? Okay, I will. We're still making our way through that time that I got reincarnated at the time with my. And Isekai Quartet is still fantastic.
Try not to
Just
think
me.
too hard.
Yeah, so the new Urza card that they looks broken as shit. How long I think that one to get.
1 week before the set comes out. Bang. Could never do.
Oh yeah, the overcosted anthem. Right. Give everything +1/+1, but meh. Yeah, because the green one was what? Force of Vitality, and the black one. Those ones look pretty deep.
Oh, I haven't actually seen them yet. So I've seen
I'm gonna see if I can bring up some of these for you because they look dope.
the snow-covered lands is the only thing I know of from Horizons. Oh, and
Okay.
the ones that were spoiled.
Which one? Oh, the
Sarah
Sarah and that Cabal. What's its
Yeah.
face thingamabob?
And those like two.
Yeah, it's like they're kind of it's like the Force series is supposed to be answers. The red one basically gives you like a blocking body, which is or a couple of blocking bodies, which aren't very good. The white one gives you like +1/+1 pump. Sticks around. That's just eh. So yeah. There's a lot of other crazy stuff.
keep drawing planeswalkers, and what I really need to be drawing is
Is
land.
land. Yeah, you are not getting
I
any of the
think
right
I'm gonna
things.
lose, to be honest. 7. Same it's been this whole time.
It's not. Oh yes! Thank you, Alvaro. I forgot about that. That is the code. The code that they've been promoting for the new Stained-Glass Walker set. Because that's the new fancy thing, is Stained-Glass Walkers. That's why we're playing this.
Oh, because I didn't realize it was mine.
So you can get the Stained-Glass Walker art styles. So this one is for Arlene Cord, the Wolf Walker. And after I went through and I got that that stained glass art style, I went through and tried to build a wolf deck out of stuff that I have. Clearly, I don't have enough cards for it, but you know, I'm like, yeah, let's try and go wolf travel because Trevor's a wolfies. I got a fancy card style for it. It's not gonna work. Like we need something like what was Metallic Mimic? We need something like Metallic Mimic to enable more like standard tribal.
This is a rare.
You remember my cat deck?
I'm not.
I miss Metallic Mimic, actually.
Yeah, that card was dope. That's my cat deck. That was awesome.
Yeah, the cat commander deck.
Yeah, I went through and I mutated it over.
Hey, land! Now, a red land would have been nice.
Yes, I did actually see that announcement as well. Where did I see that from? It was from a random website, actually. It popped up in my... Was it on my Twitter feed? Or
Oh
on
yes,
my Google feed?
I actually saw that too. Partition. Yeah.
You got that on your Google feed as well,
But
huh?
it's arena only though. I think
It's Arena for the Pauper.
yeah, it's arena pauper. It's
Yeah.
banned in. It's interesting.
Yeah, I was surprised that they didn't go through and actually enact that ban for Singleton, which is what most people have been whining about for so long. It's like, just go through and ban it in Singleton. It breaks the format. It's like, it's in the card text.
And they didn't ban rats.
They didn't ban rats. They're not so OP that you can't play around them. There are ways to deal with it. Yeah, Petitioners is banned for Paupers. Can't go through and run a degenerate 40 card Petitioner. For Pauper. You can for Singleton.
Can I just bless these?
No,
Oh no,
has
has
those.
has those. Jeez. Yeah.
The thing, in fairness though,
Whew, I'm gonna lose this in the next turn.
a Nexus loop is a lot harder to pull off in Singleton.
Yes. It's so hard to get the Nexus in.
What am
Like,
I
consistently, so you can just keep on going. Yeah, the Grixis Force is fair dues. Flusterstorm.
Like, didn't I?
Yeah, that one's Flusterstorm is the buy a box promo, so that one started going up in price. Nimble Mongoose. Yeah, the Horizon, the Canopy lands. That series looks kind of
Better than the next.
crazy, dude. And what was the other one that they're coming out? That's like the budget fetch land. It's kind of like Evolving Wilds if it's run up. So it's a rare land that, like an Evolving Wilds, you can go through and track to fetch out a basic, except that you pay 1 life, track it, and the basic land doesn't come into tapped.
Oh. So it's like a shock Evolving Wilds
It's like an
without being a dual land.
to me, it's like an Evolving Wilds crossed with what do we call it, the Pain Land
Growth.
from Days of Yore.
There we go. I like this hand much better. I don't like the walkers so much in my opening hand.
Yeah, they really do throw things out. So yeah, that one looks really dope. And then there's also the Canopy land, which are also like kind of the pain lands crossed with
Budget fetch lands that won't be budget because they're one printed in rare and two.
Legacy Miracles loves that card. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be budget. No, it's not. Not for long. Especially with the set likely not being something that's gonna be printed in like ridiculously large, flowing, super amount.
Printed demand.
What's printed demand? A lot of things are. Look at how prices are going on those things.
There's so much hype though. There wasn't, but it like
There wasn't, and
but
now
it's
it's ballooned. But then that still means that there's going to be like what, 2, maybe 3 different prints.
well, so yeah, so there might be a shortage at first, which will then could see an immediate price increase, which will make people panic buy, which will then see an immediate price decrease in the short term.
And then over 6 months,
That's
once the supplies dried up, and then everything starts ballooning.
I think they'll be-
Long term.
I think they'll be printing it for. I think it'll be 6 months, or did they said they were going to do 6 months?
Print the demand. How many waves did they have on Battlebond? Waves did they have on the table? Those
ones-
things were printed demand.
Were they printed?
They were printed demand, dude.
Huh. I don't remember. Alright, so yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of tell. But yeah, those canopy lens look interesting too, because you can either go through and pay.
Sure.
With those ones, you can pay to and sack them to get land if you end up getting flooded with. Otherwise, it's pay 1 to get 1 or not allied, but what? 3 colors.
Another one?
Dang, yo.
Oh man. If I wasn't so half asleep during that game.
How did force negation make you realize how stupid people are? Because I'd really been going through and waffling on this set. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna go through and play this when I GP Seattle. I'm kind of like, maybe I should just go through and play this when I go to GP Seattle. It's likely the only chance that I'm gonna get through to go to get my hands on these cards.
I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to play. Even if you don't, you should at least try to get 1 pack with some instinct.
One drop ripples and grows.
A random thing when I was walking around the mall today, I overheard somebody talking about a homunculus. Like, is there another homunculus? I'm like, I can't think of anything else that has something. I just caught a snippet of it. I'm like, and it left me wondering, like, are they talking about magic? Or are they talking about something else?
There's Humongulus, and I don't know.
It literally went through that, like, they could be.
Should have asked them. Curious now.
There's a, it's kind of, it didn't even fully twig until it left my sight. I went, wait, homunculus. I think they were talking about magic. I'm playing atrociously.
The only reason you would ever do you happen to have? Because I thought the whole thing with Force of Negation was you can pay it for the cheaper cost, not your turn.
Got Liliana too?
So it's basically to be able to deny your opponent.
Woo!
Either like, you know,
I do
something like that when you're tapped out, or a combo.
They were allowed to
I don't know.
waste not, want not.
I abhor my need for blood.
Archmage's arm looks pretty fancy. Ah, okay, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, because I know that's one of your favorite mechanics. Like, oh hey, let me see your hand.
Never complain about that once.
Which is that was one of the interesting announcements that we had early in the week for the banned and restricted announcement. That went through and basically only hit Pauper, and they went through and banned Daze, Gush, and on topic for this, Gitaxian Probe, which goes through that you get opponent's hand and draw a card off of either one blue or blood.
Huh.
I believe that was what card?
Rise.
Either pay the mana cost or
They've been.
sets that we weren't around for.
Ooh. Our planeswalkers are popping off.
The ocean's
So they were playing Momir Super Friends.
Pretty much.
Everyone's playing Momir Super Friends.
Not only that, they got so lucky. Look at that. They've got Lily.
We are winning in spirit, if definitely not necessarily an actual gameplay. How's it going, strategist? Oh, by the way, happy birthday, dude. Hope you're having a good one. Probe was the second best Phyrexian mana spell to ever be printed. So yeah, I mean that one got banned in. It got banned in Modern. What was it, Legacy before this?
Strong. Get rid of that thing. Oh, I should have got rid of the flyer.
Oh.
I'm totally not thinking properly.
It's a pretty decent fire too. He's annoying. That's the only one that we can hope for at this point.
I'm kind of making all the misplays at the moment.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about this format is the losses don't matter. Much like the points in whose line is it? Like, whatever.
right. It's best to fire away.
And there we go.
Points don't matter, the losses don't matter, just keep on playing until you go through and get there. Ooh, I'm glad that you like the Lord of the Flies name that I put for my, what was it, my Illarg deck. That one's just like, roll stompy, bust out all the creatures. Illarg is such a great name. On a more positive note, we ran 2 FNMs tonight in my LGS. 3-0 both of them.
Wow.
Dude, congratulations.
Nice.
Fucking awesome. That's the thing, as soon as I saw Illarg spoiled, I'm like, that just gives me Lord of the Flies vibes, man. That's just Lord of the Flies. So it's a boar, but it's a boar god. So good.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna keep it.
I mean, I just need to get better cards to actually fill out the deck, but that's me and my hesitance to go through and actually spend wild cards, even though I've now spent all of my rare and mythic wild cards. Trying to build janky decks.
No, be like me. Just hang on to them until, like, they get taken out, because, you know...
They're no longer relevant.
Because we're rolling into another phase.
Ooh, you were rocking Oathbreaker. Nice. Mono white hate bears and big black.
Huh.
I've been really interested in the Oathbreaker format since I saw, what do we call it, the Command Zone podcast where they talked about it with Graham and Kathleen, Bloody Run, and then the Professor's video where he did the introduction to it, and then the Loading Ready Run Friday Night Paper Fight where they went through and played a bunch of games of it. Who are you running as your commanders? I've gone through and built like 4 decks for it already and haven't even played a game.
4 decks?
Yeah. Well, I told you there was the Gideon one that I busted out because Gideon's my boy.
Of course.
What up, Chad? And then Nisa, because I love Nisa, even though she never or answers my texts or returns my calls.
One day she won't.
Yeah, she's still gonna not.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna do that? Anyway, and then I was trying to go through and get something in for a cardigan so that she could get in on the fun. And I know she loves red burning amplifiers. That's why I went through and took Azure Challenger deck back so I could pull Andra from there.
Right, yeah.
So I built that one for cardigans so that she could jam on that. And then there was also the Nicole Bolas Godpharaoh going around with. I finally went through and slapped that one together as well. So Gideon Blackblade for Hate Bear, and Liliana Vest for Base. What are you running as the signature spell for Gideon? Ooh, yeah. Double Demonic Tutor. Good lord. Because yeah, I'm running for my Nicole Bolas Godpharaoh, I'm running Demonic Tutor as signature spell for that. Because I figure by the time I go through and play Nicole Bolas, I should be able to fire off Demonic Tutor like 4 times. Even with the commander text, command zone text, whatever. Gather to the townsfolk. I'm not familiar with that spell. I'm not familiar with so many spells.
That's what intimidates me about like those Eternal formats.
Yeah.
Like, there's the middle of Magic that I really just didn't play that much of that I don't know.
That was what the off-putting thing was for me with Commander, but kind of went through and dove into it regardless. But then it kind of helped having the pre-con to build out of. So that was.
I haven't gone beyond the pre-cons. I'm intrigued by Oathbreaker though. That does sound like a fantastic form.
Yeah, and then like the pauper decks that I felt I just kind of net that.
I've just had so little time to like.
2 mana sorcery makes 2/1/1 humans. If you have 5 or less, you make 5 instead. Good lord. That's pretty nice. But yeah, just keep on building up forces. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Up. Definitely. Yeah, that's why I was considering going through and running Gideon Allied Zendikar mine, but then I trials and to try and protect myself and get that anthem or the emblem, emblem out. I want to be able to not lose the game by having too many Gideons.
Remember that one pre-release when I had that out and I went over time and like so many people were standing around like
because you dragged that thing out forever, like admirably. I was just like,
I should have lost was the part of it too. It was like I was in the losing position, but
you managed to get it to a draw.
Yeah, I got a draw. Because Gideon is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I got it in my pre-release kit, so you know.
And then you managed to go through and pull a second one out of a deck builder's toolkit.
And I pulled another one, didn't I? I think I got 3 Gideons.
I think so. And then, I mean, out of that same deck builder's toolkit, all 3 of us picked up deck builder's toolkits. Those were the Exelon ones, I believe.
Yeah,
you got one, I got one, Cardigan got one. You pulled Gideon.
I pulled Gideon.
Cardigan went through and pulled, I think, Watley and Chandra.
Oh, for sure, Chandra was there.
Definitely pulled Chandra out of that one, but I think she also pulled red and white Watley.
Yeah, she may have.
And
I think that we were just all like...
I got 0. I got 0 walkers. I got screwed on that so bad.
We filmed that one too, but like I can't remember what went wrong during the filming, so we
we tried we filmed it, and we also had audio. We had like audio track. Trying to make something of it because we're gonna talk about the deck. Just how excited we were for the set and all the anticipation, all the tribal shenaniganry that was going on in Ixalan. So long ago now. Because that's on the way out.
I don't like that to hurry yet. I'm gonna Momir here.
Yeah. What are you gonna pitch?
Are we land?
Oh. One annoying thing. A lot of them. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, what are you running for mana rocks, by the way? Because Soul Ring is restricted, or it's banned in this one. So, like, you can use other things like Stone. Yes, you can use Felwar Stone, but I've been able to find the one that I had sitting in my, So, I need to get me a Felwar Stone. What else? I mean, I guess Gilded Lotus?
I actually have one of those. Alright, I'm gonna. What was that code? I'm gonna get that code.
Over the Moon.
Well, I'm still thinking about it.
Mind Stone, Charcoal Diamond. Yeah. Worn Power Stone. Thran Dynamo.
Ah, there we go.
Because I'm sitting on like a playset of Lotus Petals, I'm like, that's not gonna do me much good. I need repeatable rocks, not one and dones.
I got 1 of 3 wins. All because my opponent decided to concede in what was, I don't know, not a very obvious I'm gonna win or lose situation.
Got this. Got this.
I mean, if I try enough, I should get enough people to randomly concede on me that I'll make it through.
So yeah, Arlen, voice of the pack, is the one that you end up getting.
I know, I was going to say, it's hilarious. I do it and then I get it in my opening hand.
Shall redeem that?
It's not really very useful to me at the moment.
I'm gonna have to go through and look up all these rocks and
I'm gonna keep it.
that I can get. Need more mana rocks for all the damn command zone cost.
I get them pretty real cheap, as long as you don't mind the, you know, black and white version that are very floppy.
What are you talking about? As long as you don't mind the ones that look like a basic land. But then have the text just like written, the name written across the artwork. So, okay, so Archmage's Charm. Have you heard of that one, Ganzo? No, of course you haven't. Instant.
What's it from?
From Modern Horizons. Instant, 3 blue. You get to choose one. Counter target spell. Target player draws 2 cards. Or finally, gain control of a target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 1 or less.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Can't use Signet. Oh. No Signet.
I will defend my allies.
I think I'm running Simic Signets in upper deck. Popper likes blue. He's got a lot of good common stuff that makes it really OP in Popper.
Oh man, I thought
Yeah, the dual colors and the color identity. And then being able to just... Parker or not? Maybe remember. Oh yeah, we're getting another Mox. Mox Tantalite.
So is it all spoiled now, or?
No, this is just the first week.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Taking everything.
So that one's a 0 cost, but suspend. Rather than cast this card from your hand, pay 0 and exile it with 3 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter. When the last is removed, cast it without mana cost. Send it into exile.
Interesting. I don't know why I played Karn. I was meant to read it, and then I just accidentally played it. It has no use to me. At the moment, at least. Probably won't.
What can Karn? Don't think Karn gets anything. Yeah, the Canlander point system is a really interesting. Actually, what was it? Benjamin Wheeler went through and tweeted out a list earlier today of the points list as of like 2011 or 2012 and how different it actually was based on tweaking, and they took a lot of community feedback.
I haven't seen that before.
establishing it.
Sorry, that was pretty impressive animation.
That was the was Ravica worm or something?
And I got to choose Riot on it, and I got to choose its Enter the Battlefield.
Nice. Make it more bigger. Because it did the fight mechanic, right?
Yep. Yeah, I cleaned out one of their. Oh, it's the Dominaria.
$5 promo.
$5 promo. Hey, there we go.
The one before they decided, that's not powerful enough. People aren't playing it. You guys want something that you'll actually play, right? Here's Nexus of Fate. It's not going to be broken at all.
And interestingly enough, that was the last Buy-a-Box promo I got, was Nexus of the Fate. Nexus of the Fate?
Nexus of the Fates.
Man. I know I'm tired and out of it, but...
Yeah. It gives you that ability, if you are so monetarily inclined, to be able to play with all that sweet, sweet power. So much fun. So expensive. Woo. Even going through and looking at cards.
That's right. Defensiveness of Modern might just force me to hop on the back of a dragon and burn a city.
I've been going through and like, cause I'm running my freaking ghetto like super budget 93, 94 old school deck. I'm like, what kind of upgrades can I work into this? I'm like, all right, can I get a Wheel of Fortune or KSR collector's editions? Nope. Too much. Never mind.
Not even the collectors.
I think the Chaos Orb, the cheapest one that I found, was like for something.
Wee.
And I mean, Wheel of Fortune is not that ridiculous, but I'm still just not in a place where that's something that I can actually go through and consider spending money on. Same thing with things like Berserk. I would love to have those. That's not gonna.
I'd love to just have one of every card ever printed.
Ah, there's something truly spectacular.
Would you like a DeLorean to go along with that?
No, that's ridiculous.
Okay, I see. I see we found the line.
I love to make a splash.
I want something, you know, less fancy of a time traveler. How about time traveling dodge arrows?
How about a time traveling with saber?
Or that, I'll go with that too.
Time traveling K car?
That is an Ares. Is a K car. I know, because I drove a Ares. Thing scared the hell out of me. Used to shake on the highway.
Glimpse of nature and Gaia's elite, but Soul Ring isn't. Oh, Gaia's Cradle.
I'll have to order two.
Yeah.
Let's tidy up in there.
Cradle, well. Cradle is kind of cost prohibitive. In fairness. Again, I was looking at one of those, because clearly I'm not going to be able to afford one of the original ones. So I was looking from the World Championship deck ones. But with the gold border, can't find any of those either.
Gold border and the different back?
Yep. I think like the cheapest one that I found was like $80-something, and it was like one of on eBay list. And well, if you play it sleeved, it's like who cares? As long as your play group doesn't really get gold bordered, whatever. That's the kind of thing that I'll run in like a commander deck.
Well, from now on, I'm banning all gold borders.
Yeah, true enough. But considering a lot of the list, I would imagine a lot of the list at the moment is community sourced based on what they've been playing. If your play group doesn't have access to those cards, and it's not something that's necessarily going to come up. I I mean, I can totally see the justification for the back.
Reminds me, wonderful time to bring it up on stream, but I was
yeah.
chatting with people from our old play group,
Mm-hmm.
and there was some talk of maybe trying to get it back together.
Oh, that would be nice.
Maybe not as regularly. We can like try for like at least once a month.
That would be awesome. Because we were going pretty hard with the weekly.
Yeah.
But yeah, even monthly would be awesome.
Nice, would be so useful. But it's just gonna die.
Aethersworn can't nest in games against an elf ball list. Oh, elf ball. Oh yeah, other random things that I've been seeing printed into Modern now because of Modern Horizons that I was like, holy crap, I remember some of those cards. I have some of those in my long box. I was looking at like Crypt Rats and things like that from Visions and like, oh yeah.
Ripples and grows.
Oh man, this is not looking.
Yeah, opponent is really fucking out with like, that meteor dog.
I'm done.
That was just
They just got.
damn dog.
I mean, I know I punch it a lot.
But that is how we do it.
I'd like to get this first section cleared. It'd be wonderful stopping point.
Oh yeah, that one got me excited. Scroll Travel. They're putting more pieces in for Scroll Travel.
Is there pieces in standard, or I mean in like non sets?
Yeah. There have been cards that go through and give you scroll tokens.
You know who loves the squirrels? MTG. Good old Mark.
Oh, I know. Good old Morrow. Mr. Rosewater, great guy.
I love how our opinion literally changed of him when we met him in person.
Your opinion.
Fine. My opinion.
I was never that harsh on him.
Yeah, I guess I was pretty harsh. Well,
The thing is, it's like
without meeting him, his attention sometimes could seem like without truly getting his full personality in person. I can see how like I thought he may not have good intentions with him, but after meeting him,
no,
it's
it just seemed like at a glance his enthusiasm for the game and trying to be just like such a champion voice for it seemed a little bit like it was coming on too strong.
yeah,
and
or
it
it was
seemed-
fake, or it was
or it
like
was
no
like-
one was that excited, or like you can't always be like that too, and actually is always like that.
No, it was great listening to him just talk about the game and like the way that he was able to just like off the top of his head, off the cuff, be able to address such wide-ranging things because he is like a walking encyclopedia for the game. Like, oh yeah, Kamigawa, and it's like
Yeah.
revisiting the plane, trying to do it right, trying to do it justice, da 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 da. But when he was talking about the ban lists and stuff like or the reserve lists and stuff like that, and if they would ever go through and try and play around with that, etc., etc. Yeah, it was just really, really interesting listening talk about it, and interacting. Played against Umezawa's Jite. No, I have
Oh.
not.
Heard of it.
That's equipment from I guess Kamigawa block. They're kind of referencing it in one of the cards because it's got like the melody, so they're throwing out
That's good.
a callback to it with Umezawa's Charm, which is a black instant for 1 and a black. And either target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, target creature gets -1/1 until end of turn, or you gain 2 life. I do not remember what Umezawa's Jita does.
We begin.
So as soon as it's equipped, kill the creature or you lose. So it's like bolt the bird. Gotcha. Gonna down tick to create a dragon?
So I'm trying to decide, do I down tick or do I...
Do. Because then that protects. Because if they decide to attack you, it's gonna deal 1 damage to each creature. Ooh, what was the other news that they announced? There's the interface overhaul that's happening, MTGO. So at least, like, not like full-on overhaul, it's just like, step on it. The static abilities on these walkers are so key! So yeah, they're going through and like, kind of like the, like, what would be the splash page on Arena where you go through and pick your games and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like all of that is getting retailored to kind of give it a more modern contemporary look, and also like really put emphasis on the formats rather than events special going on at the time. And
Which
also,
they do, yeah.
And also shortly they are going to be removing entry fee, like the sign up fee for MTGO. So it's actually going to be free until a certain thing. Then you have to pay the 10.
Huh.
So they are going to try and like seeing how much success they've had with MTG, the free-to-play model. They're going to try and open up similar fashion. Okay, so with the GT, when equipped creature deals combat damage, put 2 counters on it. You can remove a counter to give a creature -1/-1, +2/+2, or gain the 2 life, as is referenced by the charm. Dang it. Except,
I think I'm gonna Momir here.
those +2s, or the -1s, are those permanent, or are they until end of turn? I would imagine that would be until end of turn, otherwise that was kind of broken. That seems real strong, though.
They are coming.
Okay, until end of turn. That's still real strong. I could totally see it. It's like, how do I disenchant that? Make it go away. Make it go away.
I won't forgive this.
Oh yeah, that was the other one that they're reprinting. They're reprinting Regrowth.
Oh.
I'm like, that's awesome. I was just picking up some of those as well for different random decks. Please tell us the story.
Good.
Of the brokenness of the G-Type.
Yeah, that was happening about.
One.
Come on.
Kings and like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, it is. Dark and strong. You can go through and get out their dragon. And this becomes even.
So that's my plan, is to uptick next turn, swing out. Now that I've cleaned up all the planeswalkers and a lot of the, battlefield.
Yes! Oh no!
Yeah.
So they're getting a Sorin and a Saheeli.
That's not good.
Except they just got them to hand, not straight to battlefield. That's okay. I can see why Niv isn't like super powered, broken top tier. Even though Niv is fun, you get Niv to go off for you. Awesome.
You can go with Johnny.
Because what's the -2 on Johnny?
+1/+1 on each creature you control and adds a loyalty counter, because then I could down tick Sarkin the second it's. I like that. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, it's pretty decent, dude.
I'm not used to having to make these extra decisions in Momir. I'm more used to, do I Momir or do I not Momir?
This is
And
why
what do I
this
attack
mode
with?
makes it way more interesting.
It actually does.
Yeah. It adds a level of depth and flavor to it that's way more appealing. Okay, so turn 3 Aether Vial, putting Sarah Avenger in play. 3/3 Vigilant Flyer, and then casting Brew Sliver Paladin, giving Avenger double strike. Turn 4, cast Jite, equip Jite to Avenger. Swing for 6, put 4 counters on Jite. Turn 5, attack with an 11/11 flyer with double strike. What?
Ow. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross. I love it, but that's gross. My God. Oh yeah, that was another thing that the GTA is fun. Yeah, I can see how that could be fun. The person playing it. Woo! Yeah, that was one of the other things that you're gonna love about this set. Slivers are back.
Which slivers though?
Slivers are back.
Original slivers or M14 slivers?
Slivers are back.
The original slivers.
I don't know about original slivers, even though they do have one called the First Sliver, which is a 5-colored sliver, which was one of the cards, the announcement for, and then the looking at the pairings of the cards that go well with it.
For Chandra, doesn't count lands though?
What do you mean? You can play a land, it just has to be the only time that you play that
yeah,
turn,
okay,
right?
Yeah. But,
I mean, they are original style slivers. So they affect all slivers, not just your own slivers? Because, yeah, the first sliver is kind of the one, or at least one of the ones that I saw that brought about this discussion of, like, wait a minute, why did all these other cards that are going to benefit from that spike, like, a week or two before the set announcement? Or the cards being previewed or spoiled or what? Was that speculation based on Mark Rosewater's blog and all the information that he kind of gives out? Or insider trading?
It's not against the law with the product, so they can do it. They're not running afoul of anything. I mean,
I have no idea.
It's an open secret that WotC employees trade on insider information.
Actually, can we put the minimized again?
Nope.
Get it. Hang you any damn, am I? Now we good. Waiting on an opponent to see if they're gonna play Saheeli or not?
Pretty sure I've lost.
Kind of sucks that they got through already a Sarkin, I'm not gonna lie, but you do have. I mean, you've got the. If you play Eugene, then you can go through and get rid of Niv.
Actually, yeah.
And then you're good. They've lost. Got the. Get rid of Nibby.
I didn't actually realize that was the down tick on that one.
Oh yeah, Eugene's strong, dude. But yeah.
I've had it in my hand the whole time it's been out there.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm just misplaying.
Okay, first sliver. It is, so it's chroma. So much like if it's white, one blue, one black, one red, one green.
Sliver King or something like that.
Yeah. Sliver Queen.
Queen, that's it.
Yeah, that was a card that ended up spiking. Good. I believe like $100-ish. Now well over $2. Spiked like 100. Doubled since this card was possibly more. So anyway, Chroma, or Potpourri, or whatever you want to call it, gives you a legendary creature, Sliver, 7/7.
Oh, the art style of them.
Oh, the art style was. Okay, so it's a 7/7 legendary. It has Cascade. So when you cast a spell, exiles cards from the top of your library until you exile an online card that costs less. You may cast it without paying the mana cost, and then put the exiled cards on the bottom of your library in order. So the first sliver has Cascade. And then when it enters the battlefield, its static ability is sliver spells you cast have Cascade.
Cascade do again?
What was the mode that we played last week?
Right. Yeah, no. That was one of those, like, I know I'm just, like,
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I'm like, I should know. I should know this, but I'm drawing a
I
blank.
know, it's just funny because I literally just tried what the just before you asked, but you were too involved in play, so I get that.
Told you, I'm so tired. I'm literally forgetting what I'm doing after I. I drank a coffee just like you did, and it has like done nothing to me.
Well, no, it helped for the first 5 minutes. End turn or grass turn?
Did it really help for the first 5 minutes?
It did, I think.
Room to store my trophies.
Whew. So yeah, so that is that's strong. There was that one. Let me see. This other one here, the one that I told you that was broken as shit. Lord Urza, Lord High Artificer. It's 2 and 2 blue. Oh wait. Speaking of Cascade, if Shardless Agent is printed in Horizon, that is saved. I have no idea what that is, but I would imagine it's like an Alara card? Ooh, Chromium. So anyhow, Urza, Lord High Artificer, 2 and 2 blue, legendary human artificer, is a 1/4. When Urza, Lord High Artificer enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact, creature token, with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact. So it creates a construct. Static ability. Tap an untapped artifact you control. Add 1 blue mana.
I don't want to moan. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh,
I guess I need to.
you need to. It sucks, but you need to. Printed in a commander set. 1 green, blue, or 1 green, blue. Artifact creature, 2/2 Cascade. Ooh. I could very well see. Maybe. Oh. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, and so, and then the activated ability on Urza, Lord High Artificer is pay 5, shuffle your library, then exile the top card. Until end of turn, you may play that card without paying this mana. Gives you a construct when it enters the battlefield. All of your artifacts, Ox Sapphires?
Yeah.
Because any artifact you can tap it for 1 blue. And then 5 to shuffle, and then exile the top card, and you can play it without paying for it.
It is not a planeswalker.
No. It's a legendary creature, so that you can. Which is why people are like, "How is this not Commander Masters, guys?" Because of cards like that, and cards like First Sliver, and then also the new Sisay that they are printing. Let me see if I can find that so that we can discuss, because that one also looks interesting.
I mean, I don't play Modern, so it's.
Well, I mean, as has been stated by many people, it's like, this seems to be kind of things that are really geared in a lot of ways towards Commander.
It's true. I don't really play Commander.
Because Commander is, for better or worse, one of their more popular formats.
One to go to attack.
So that they're going to go through and be supporting it in most of their sets, be it standard or supplemental, I can totally.
Well, it seems like they say Commander. They've been saying that for a while with a lot of sets. I think it's just that they've decided that they need to support Commander, where they weren't before. It's like, alright, we're putting cards in. And potentially maybe the Commander team's a little bit better at suggesting cards to get into sets that will make big effect. Who knows?
I don't know.
Or they're saving all the good stuff for week 2.
Maybe.
We'll go with that one.
Because what was the other one? Well, that's Sisay that I was talking about. Right. Sisay, Weatherlight Captain. Oh, I went too far. So that's. Are they Menache? Yeah, because of Angra.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over.
That's an... Yeah, a lot of those cards are gonna have next to no effect in Momir. Again, gotta wait to see what the rest of the set is.
I mean, it may make it pointless based on its name, but if it's got commander stuff, the set itself won't be pointless.
Yeah, it might make it pointless to modern players in terms of strong additions on the whole for it, but I mean, WotC's bottom line, if there's this much hype generated around it, and people are going through and snatching up boxes anyways, especially the commander crowd.
Alright, I think I punted enough. Now we do a
Swapperoonie
Dooney.
Alrighty. Swap the cameras and do that thing.
Zam! So we'll go over to the pack of cards.
Boosh!
Hopefully I'm not too tired to operate a pack of magic cards.
Drag it out, there we go.
Get it out. Okay, so we'll drag it out slowly. Very slowly. And we'll open what was arguably not as pointless of a set. Some Guilds of Ravnica. It's like, yes, kinda. Other than the cards aren't banned, they're just useless. Mild difference. Very mild. Alright. Burn through these commons at a moderate pace, but not too fast. So Venture has time. Yet, suppose my slow pace isn't very slow. Alright, we're almost into the uncommons. Ooh, Gateway Plaza. Lava Coil, first uncommon. There we go. Do 4 damage, yes. I cannot read Rippling Sundew upside down at the moment at all.
Grappling Stardew, I mean Sundew? I mean do the do?
I'm not even gonna bother.
Ocarina Assassin.
Yeah, something is and Ionize. Boros Guildgate.
Boros.
And a life-linking soldier token.
Gonna
log in now.
Yeah, sure.
Let's rapid fire a Rivals of Ixalan. What do you think's gonna be in here, Seer? Let's see.
Rixalan, so that's where you're gonna get your Kindling Phoenix.
Yeah. Rush through the uncommons. The uncommons. Commons! Jeez. Slow down as we're getting closer.
Mortal Sun. That would be
Mortal
good.
Sun, that would be awesome.
Given the current climate.
I'm not even going to acknowledge these uncommons, and it is Protein Raider.
Protein Raider.
Oh, we all used to call Poutine Raider.
No. I believe Cardigan used to call it Protein Raider.
Ah, yeah.
So that's a thing.
I like Poutine Raider.
I do prefer Poutine Raider as well. I'm a fan of the Poutine. That's a thing.
I'll go with that as my nickname from now on, Poutine Raider.
Only card you can think of from Rivals. Well, I mean, it is a relevant one at the time, so...
That's true. Alright, don't forget to switch back to the other one.
Right, as opposed to the last time.
The back of my cell phone is a lovely view.
Yeah.
For practically nobody.
Alright, so, yeah, let's jump into this, because we know what it is. What it is. It's Momir, but with all the walkers. Because it's War of the Spark, and we've got 36 of them to play through, dang it. And these are now the, well, they are the most important part of the brand. On the whole game on, you know. Karn, that one's gonna go. I'm gonna keep that.
Karn is absolutely useless.
Oh yeah.
And yet I played it. So on the ball.
I don't suppose it matters.
Doesn't matter in the slightest.
So, yes, they've come up with a new 2-mana walker. Ren and 6. That one looks pretty interesting. I'll basically probably only be casting any.
I have no idea what retrace is.
I have no idea what retrace is either. There's so many mechanics in this set that I have absolutely no idea because with magic. It's going to be really interesting if I do decide to actually go and play Modern Horizons side event at VP Seattle, because that will be the first time that I've been playing really anything modern in any sort of form.
Not true. Played Ultimate Masters.
Hey, yeah,
Which is technically modern.
Yeah, okay, so this is going to be my second attempt at it. And this one's
We
going
did
to...
so well in our modern.
It's going to be ridiculous. So it's like Jumpstart, but you have to discard a land, but the spell isn't exiled afterwards. Okay, so that's kind of sweet, actually.
Used in Commander 2018.
Okay, so I'm not... So Tamio seems... Wander... Could work, but it's not going to do anything to me right now. Samut, but then...
Does Samut do?
Haste, but that's not going to do anything. Beast, so I'm probably just going to end up playing a creature and pitching the card. Yeah, but I need to actually have a creature for that to be.
Well, no, because
attacked.
Well, they're not going to attack. It's up to you.
Play with the wall. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I'm just thinking because if you do
I already
that,
did it. It's too late.
Yeah. Well, if you pay 0, it'll. Yeah, 10.
Back. Sure.
Yeah, I think it. Oh no, cancel. There we go. Because then, whatever you Momir next turn is going to come in with haste.
All right, fine. That's what I'm. Feels like it wants to be in a lands deck, which makes me think we might get a fixed version of Dark Depths. Yeah.
You're drinking an energy drink on top of that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good, one of us needs to have energy.
Come on. Momir. Everyone loves Rowdy Crew.
Believe me, my low energy is not from a non-lava of Momir.
From the whole lack of sleep thing.
Exactly.
Hex proof. Okay, so Mutin.
Good.
I guess we're gonna Momir.
I was gonna say, probably Momir get something on the board.
Bye, Karn.
On.
I don't even know no one named Karn the Great Creator. I mean, it's got haste. I could give it 2 and just swing out. Welcome in the face for 5.
Yeah. Not a bad idea, actually.
Surrender now and I'll spare.
Yeah, that's fine. I want more land.
Yeah. Everybody needs land.
Getting to higher CMCs faster is good. Probably a version that you add counters to rather than taking them away. To make it harder, imagine, to actually get to the point. So that it flips. Not the one that creates the token. Remember.
I see the time for sparring has
No,
passed.
not my Samuts. Samnuts. I couldn't Nahiri to go through and get rid of the Rowdy Crew. Basically. Pressor?
Trade then.
Well, no, they likely won't. But I'll still be able to get in 5.
Not a bad one. You could also do Momir to have haste, but not if you -1. So yeah, no. Good.
By the pressure.
I would say probably good because of my showing.
Kids? Yeah.
It was so painful when I had to pitch kids.
I'm gonna keep chat on top. Thank you. 5/5. Yep, we're just gonna take it. Then playing a hearing. Okay, so the problem with depths needing to get to 0 counters are a couple ways to abuse that. That's being stage copying it, immediately making Merit Lage or Hexmate all the counters in one go. Yeah, they're broken, kind of. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, because that was one of the targets that they were talking about for call it Archmage's Charm. Gain control of target non-land permanent with converted mana cost of 1 or less. Use that to go through and take your opponent's Merit Lage.
So I let myself in.
Which one? Don't take what though? What? Take what? The one cost?
The flipped
They all look like a payday.
from the Dark Depth. You're adding counters, possible to accelerate with things like proliferate, but it wouldn't be a. Yep.
Oh, you can make kids too.
Yeah, dog.
She might actually not be a bad.
On the strength. I think I play Chad and then I Momir for 4 in order to get something to protect, hopefully.
Pitch. Wonder?
Pitch to Mio.
Which
I
to
mean,
me? Oh, no. I'm not up enough on more of the Spark Planeswalkers. Clearly.
Yes! Okay, that protects. Perfect. Fly boy! Doesn't have haste, I'll just uptick it to give it. Doesn't matter. Sure, I'll make it indestructible. The depth, yeah, the flavor of Dark Depths is great. Yep. It's so well done, but the card is just breakable. Yeah, because they were going for the whole Lovecrafting kind of feel with that one, weren't they?
Go, my children, fight.
What set was that one for? Alright, Gideon can take it, that's fine. Alright, cat's back. Yeah, probably. 4 or greater, it's not gonna do enough for me right now. I should pitch that, so... Eat? Yeah, sure. I have no idea what I'm gonna get. I can't remember again what costs were. Alright, Colossus, that's... Sure. Uptick. Give that... Vigilante. And all attack. Oh, if that Kai is gonna do some damage. Oh, whatever. Well, it comes in with 10 counters on it. You pay 3 mana to remove a counter, and unleft, you sacrifice it to 20/20 indestructible flying creature. Yeah. Flavor's Merit Lage is asleep under the ice, but when you eventually melt all the ice away, she awakens. Isn't that kind of like Thing in the Ice?
Better than to hide under my bed.
It's almost like I knew that guy was gonna bite me in the butt, but then I didn't do anything about it.
Let nature guide you.
Arlen. Oh no. Swing for 12.
Puts that on it.
Yikes. Oh, cold snap. I have mixed feelings about cold snap.
Cold snap. That's not set ever, right?
Well, which one would you take? Cold snap or homelines?
Homelands, because I remember it.
They're slapping me in the face for 12 and they're killing my Chad. I don't know if I'm bouncing back from this one, dog.
No, probably not. I can't even BS you on that one. Not looking good. The thing with Momir, though, some of these formats, they just go from like nobody's winning to clearly one person has advantage.
Yeah, and MTGO Momir, there is a strategy.
You've been analyzed and found.
But that's because you actually have a far wider breadth of creatures that you're aiming for.
But in ourselves.
I mean, I've had strategies in Momir without Planeswalkers. I don't know, winning strategies, but strategies.
With that, it was typically just a race to 9.
Yeah.
Isn't MTGO Momir basically just a race to 8?
Well, I'd imagine that it's even at 8, it's harder to get the good 8s.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not gonna get to my Zakama, so what's 8 got in store for me?
I would love to try Momir though, actually on. Does something offer like year round, or is it just like a special event? Or
That is an excellent.
I'm asking like you know.
Well, I got a Gate Colossus again. That's not gonna do me any good because I'm still.
Well, next time you play a Gate, it'll go to the top of your deck.
Don't play islands. Most common effect is land walk. Yep. Island walk, most common effect. Yep, you did.
Demands power.
Oof. GG.
Oh, no blocks. Oh, island walk and island home.
I kind of miss those.
The land walk days?
Yeah. I kind of get why they're gone, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of my favorite cards rocked it. Random Jin. And that I used it to give it your opponent's creatures as a negative. Yep. Such a cheap creature out. Paying 4 for, what was it, a 4/5? That's clearly OP. Okay, so you just have to buy the Momir card and then you play it in mix.
oh, like at any time.
Okay, so you can win that one. Let's try again. Come on, Momir. Give me a win. I need that damn card style. Woo! I was actually gonna get somewhere with that one. Clearly, I was just deluding myself. Huh. Quality, these.
Yeah, you can buy it on the
Island
store,
piece.
or you can buy it with ticks.
Okay.
Just sold my collection last time. I think I'm getting like 5 bought from my M14 stuff.
How much are you getting now?
I haven't launched MTGO since Arena came out. No, wait, I did that briefly. We did that draft.
Yep.
That was the last time I launched MTGO.
First draft we ever did.
Actually, I remember the first thing I did coming back to Magic at this most recent stint was to actually recover my MBGO online password, and then I promptly never used it.
Oh, this makes me sad because I'm never actually gonna get to play Nikki B.
Not unless you get really lucky.
Considering I don't have any of the lands to actually play that. That breaks my heart.
Pitching it.
Power ought to be shared.
I don't like it when
Why is there? Oh, that's a good thing. Why is there a voice box shaking above?
Alright, I guess we're just gonna do the same thing.
We will
Hop in
write
my
this
opponent and
story together.
also play a Wildly.
No. Perfectly symmetrical violence never solved anything.
Quiet, Leela. Actually, wasn't that the professor
Yeah,
talking to Leela?
that was for the professor
Yeah.
talking to the Leelas.
Yes, Leela's. Ah, that was such a good.
It was.
As for pretty much all of the episode. The original run of Futurama. God, I love that show. And I mean, there were still lots of great moments. The return. It just wasn't as flawlessly executed. Good. Cheesy Pete's. Scourge. That thing's gonna be able to attack next turn, isn't it? Gonna come back to bite me in the butt. You're gonna end up playing a Planeswalker in this, being like, haha, crap. Guy spot. Alright, fine, we Momir.
What's you gonna do?
Okay, what do I pitch? Gods.
What's the pack really that useful? Expensive.
Actually makes 3/3 wolves. Blocking. Expensive.
Yeah, but it's so expensive. It's the...
Fine. Ah. Hey, Valiant Knight. Let's get +1.
In fact,
Okay, that's.
you saw parts of me playing. You should know that it's probably not best to take my advice.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Life restored.
I don't know.
How are they gonna tap it though?
Play Planeswalker.
Oh.
That's historic, is it not? Oh, good lord.
Is it?
As our allies.
Oh, right. Things gain so much more.
Oh
life
yeah,
than
they
that.
are legendary.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Woo! Okay, so yeah. Watley down taking to gain 7 life because Traxos is huge.
And then,
Oh,
that's not better.
no, that's. Okay, so they're gonna get a Samut. Which is still decent because. I mean, anything that they play from there on. Oh, and Kiora. I didn't even notice Kiora in there.
I've seen that played a lot.
Shazbot. Okay, so now I just need to turn these ones into swamps, and I'm golden, right?
All you gotta do is pull at me. My forests are actually swamps.
Okay, Jiang Yangu is not even gonna be. Damn it. So
Momir?
I guess I Momir for 5 to see if I can get another flyer, cause yikes. What do I pitch?
And
Cinco. I gotta pitch Nick. I don't want to do it, but I'm never gonna be able to play it.
but there's that minute chance.
I know, right? Alright, whatever. Give me some more life.
We aid you.
No attacks.
Yeah, there's no point in swinging out.
What are you talking about? I just wanted to have it die to Niv. Swing out and.
Oh, you're just sacrificing stuff to Nib now. No longer playing Magic, just playing Nib sacrifice.
If I let it go and it was mine, it'll come back it was meant to be, it will come back on its own. So that, oh, not even close. Not even close. Domri, holy crap!
Maybe in real life. But...
Share in our
Alright,
strength.
I should have been pitching walkers way sooner. They're Traxos in the Niv, like, damn, dude. So I need to throw both of them in front of Traxos and take 6 to the face. Ouch. Yikes. So, okay, so I actually can play Nahiri on the next turn, so I can just down tick her immediately, get rid of Nick. That's like the only good thing that I got. Because there's really no hanging glue right now. I don't have any creatures that I can go through and use that to ramp anyway. So Nahiri is outright sacrificing herself.
Worthy sacrifice.
Yep. Bye bye, Niv. Bye bye. And
Don't know anybody named Niv.
alright, and so we're gonna Momir for 2 now, because that's totes worth it. Right? Right? Right?
Would be if you didn't have to pitch a card for it.
Yeah, it's interesting how they go through and they make you pick. It's like, okay, are you gonna go through in a walker or are you gonna creature? Can you do both? Is it worth it to do both? Domri.
There's definitely an interesting change to Momir having all the Planeswalkers.
Makes it way more spicy. Way better than standard arena Momir.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, it was fun and novel at first, but
It quickly devolved into Race to Zakama.
Torgar. Good too.
Come on!
Oh, at least your luck no different than.
Okay, for 7 and we ditch Davril, because
Yeah.
I don't have a swamp to play it. Seven, that's not good enough.
That is not a Torgar stopper. Or if it is a Torgar stopper, it is not a long-term Torgar stopper. It is a one and done. No, it's gone.
Doggone it. I'm so happy because I had a big butt, which was going to work with Watley's aesthetic of assigning power based on their butts. But it's not butts.
But
It's butts in my face. Oh, wow. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna pitch Yang here. 8-drop. Come on, 8-drop. Please, 8-drop. Save me, 8-drop. You're my only hope. For real? For real.
this, convoke on it.
It's so good, right? It's an uncommon with convoke on it, and it flies, and it's
5/5.
it's
And it's gonna die.
oh.
Right?
Exiles to the Wander. Exiles to the Wander. Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially a guaranteed win.
Mm-hmm. So in that case, I will good game.
There we go. We're doing it.
It's happening.
It as well.
Oh, of course. The writing is on the wall. I can't even win a single game. Come on.
You need to take my strategy. Play enough games that somebody, for whatever reason, gives up. I'll advise for them. And
Someone
you get a free
just
win.
concedes. I've been getting those ones with like the turn 3 people just like, nope. Or the turn 3 Illargs. Those ones are even more.
What else is going on in Magic? Or has gone on in Magic in the last week?
Modern Horizons hype.
That-
That's a lot of what's been going on, dude. A lot of what's been going on. And then everyone being like, wait a minute, this is just Commander Masters. Oh, the other thing that they announced is there's like full art card styles that are coming out. Not card styles, like it's just basically like a full frame art. I don't even know if that's like a playable card or if it's a playable version of the card. I don't even know what those things are. I just saw them and they look freaking amazing. So I need to do more looking into that, whatever the heck that is. Which was another thing where I was like, I really need to go through and play this. Yeah, I need to get my hands on it. Yeah, I want to.
Well, the Modern Horizon one.
The casual timminess of me is getting the better of me. I'm just like, oh, I want it, 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 I want it. A 2/2. A bear. It doesn't, not much.
She almost ended up at not an LGS, but a game store
Just
the other day.
leave that? Yeah, it's just.
The one in the mall.
Oh,
I didn't end up there, but I almost did.
I've been thinking about wandering over there myself. Did they have any pre-release kits left?
I didn't make it in as a thing.
You didn't? Oh.
I almost. You know, I got distracted by something in the mall and I never ended up making it there. Or maybe I convinced myself that it was a bad idea. I mean, it was a good idea, but it was a bad idea for my wallet.
Hey, unfortunately. Too true, too true.
It'd probably be better to go to the Stronghold then. They've got actually packs in again.
So I think it has Mina here. Round tick. The Eugene's D, so I'm definitely gonna be ditching F in the area there.
That been used against me with great effect.
Yeah, Jazz D's, but them other two is dope as well. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they actually have for stock. Yeah, this actually coincides. This Ravnica or Momir event that they're thrown every Planeswalker at coincides with the Planeswalker event that they're having at LGS's this weekend.
Oh, they're doing it. What's the Planeswalker?
Basically, you can play either a sealed deck or a draft at your LGS, and Planeswalkers during those events you can play them with any map.
Huh.
So it's just like get all the walkers up. You're gonna get 6 walkers, so just play all 6 walkers. Go ham.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if they're gonna bring a format like that into, you know.
Well, I guess this is what we're getting like those two.
I don't even know what all the different, or did they even announce what all the different modes are for?
I want to keep both of those, so I'm gonna click Gaia and damage 10. I'm gonna take out that assassin. Count.
You could have gone Vraska, but it doesn't get rid of it.
It would prevent it, that it
I
actually,
know.
but then yeah.
I think, but if they swing at one of your Planeswalkers with that, you're losing the Planeswalker.
Well, I wouldn't be that bothered if. Like, well,
Because
Kasmina goes through and denies them walkers, which is helpful right now.
They may have gone after Jaya though. Or what they were.
Yeah, they likely would have gone after Jaya.
I think it was the better move. May not have been.
How you lived is
We'll know in the post-mortem.
Never seen water. If you want it, fight for it.
Well, nah.
Oh, a mass indeed.
So actually,
Yikes,
I
Angra.
was talking about how I was playing that sealed, last minute sealed. I actually had an Amass deck in sealed. That's the deck that I was doing.
Nice. Did you go Grix as a mass or just random shenanigans?
It was Dimir.
Jank shenanigans. Yeah, Dimir. Because from what I've seen, a mass mechanic pops up in the Grix's colors.
Yeah.
So you're either going to be going Rakdos or Dimir.
It was just what the cards went themselves to.
Traduce.
I remember I had some stuff too. It's also like there's a lot of sacking involved too, which is played off the Amass. Is there a permanent that's worth pulling off right now, or getting another thing, or just what are you worth?
Well, the thing is,
Because it's
if I go-
dying.
It's gonna die, but if I go through and I put the 2/2 out, that I mean, when it dies, it's gonna give me the card that it's holding
true.
anyway, so it's kind of like card advantage ramp. I'm gonna go for the one. I'm gonna go for the plus. Hopefully, it sticks around longer.
Secrets manifest before you.
Yeah, let's just go for that. I don't know.
Oh right, Engrath. Everything's got.
Menache. Men ace, women ace, children ace.
What's my recall? I've actually met someone named Menache before.
I had no idea. That's just what I've heard the loading
I
you
know.
guys refer to it as, so I'm like, that's
I laugh every time because it's or something close to that.
otherwise I just throw in the bad like Star Wars reference.
Ramming speed.
In the wilderness. Yeah, I know it's terrible. Not sorry. Okay, so as Mina dies, this one gets protected, so yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice that so that I can get
You got
the
double
card.
block.
That's fine. Only gonna be able to kill one of them.
You kill either of them. Oh no, it's Death Touch.
Yeah, it's got lay death touch. Mina definitely dies, but then that means they all their walkers cheaper. Damn it. Yeah, but realistically,
I will return with even more disciples.
Camille's not very good. So they don't have anything else with. It might be worthwhile trying to get rid of the 4/4 at this point.
I think it could be. I'm gonna suggest that.
I mean, I kind of want to go the uptick, but I think dealing with that 4/4 is... Actually, should I... Momir first? Momir for 7,
Yeah.
see what I get?
Yeah, see what you get.
And we're getting rid of Camille here. As we've seen. He's not all that good. Ah! Gross. Alright, down tick, get rid of that. Eugene is likely to die, whatever.
Not Eugene.
I'm a fan of Eugene. I'm a fan of this Eugene, at least.
Actually,
I'm not too familiar with the modern staple Eugene, but I totally F's with the ineffable.
but he's ineffable. Can you?
Well, he got the English wrong for it. It should be ineffable, not ineffable.
I mean, sure, just a little misspelling in here. Just jump all over.
What is master of grammar now as well?
Oh, Master of Grammar. I see.
Like the Onion Knight.
Knight.
Deceit will never
Apples.
be rewarded.
Talos is the Onion Knight. God, I was watching
The Oikon.
the other day. I was watching a bunch of stuff on like series from the book for Game of Thrones. It was a nice reminder of how complex the real story is.
Yeah. Alright, so Eugene is defo dead, so
Yeah, it was
fuck that, let it die, let it die. Eugene goes to the yard.
I would have blocked the 5/6.
What's for?
You have double.
Double strike?
Yeah, you would have killed it.
Yeah, but then that would have died.
True.
Doggone it. May as well get the forest out, go for... what is this? 8? I can count. No, that's for blockers. I don't know how to block. Island. I have so many of them out already. Bye-bye, Island. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh, you beautiful, beautiful yes!
Yeah, attack with everything.
I'm just to the face.
To the face.
To the face. So everything is double strike.
That is beautiful.
It's happening.
So much damage. Well, that was just.
I wanted to go
It
game
just
them, but then I didn't
flipped.
want to rub it in their face either. So it was just like, you know, I'm just gonna let it. I don't want to come off like a dick. I was just really happy about that. I finally got a win. Woo! Because the RNG was actually in my side there. I believed in the heart of the RNG. Because I definitely wasn't the heart of the cards in that one. I'm a third of the way to my Nebraska. Oh, good lord. Okay.
15 wins is gonna be so hard.
Gonna be arduous, dude.
What do you get from 15 wins?
You get a Jace. You get a Jace. Wielder of mysteries.
Builder of mysteries.
Yep.
All I know is I probably won't get.
Don't tell me things that are. Yeah.
Truths you don't want to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't say you wouldn't.
Nah, that's probably true for me as well. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. That's fine. This is totally fine. Cat Dad versus Cat Dad. Fine. Opponent is playing mono black. Oh, what do they come out? I'm always worried that I'm gonna get, you know, like out of left field with some random walker and like, haha! Because there's so many 3-drop walkers.
Is there?
Go through and you can hit Healy, you can hit Yangu, you can hit Ashiok, who Ashiok is actually not very good in this format.
No.
Go there now.
But Samut's great. Domri's fantastic. But I don't have any red to be able to play Domri, so that doesn't matter. So I
do
guess
Vraska,
we're going to go for Vraska to get the Death Touch token out. That is strong in and of itself, so I got no complaints there. I mean, that would be the first art style that I would be aiming for. Opponent is responding with their own.
Ah.
Get along because we're both cutthroats.
But still on our moves.
It's a good move. I can't fault them for it. I mean, they preempted me with the Samud, but well.
That's true.
Motivator. Sacrifice to motivate your other force. This is not just straight up goblins.
Press the attack.
Ah.
Well, yeah, you.
So you're gonna swing with it?
It's your Planeswalker.
Yeah, but then I'm just gonna block with my own Death Touch. Death Touch on Death Touch violence, right?
Yeah, I know.
This just doesn't seem like the smartest plan. Like that one doesn't have Death Touch, so that's not gonna do it. I
They're
mean,
hoping for the trade.
now when Vraska does the thing, she's gonna die, but I mean that's okay. I mean, I'd rather
But
she
when
not
their
die.
Vraska
but-
does the thing, it's not.
Can't play Eugene. I can play Nahiri. Is it though? Well, I mean, then I can use her to go through and
Yeah, you
remove their tapped out creature. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Protect, throw out Nahiri.
Oppose me and be reduced to rubble.
Do that. Because, yeah, whatever they end up pulling from Momir is gonna have haste. But they're not even going for that, they're just
For
up
your
next.
conqueror has arrived.
That's so annoying.
Oh, so that they can go through and destroy my creatures and...
Destroy your Planeswalker.
Yeah, that's a little annoying.
Momir is definitely not balanced in the same way that all the other formats tend to be. Well, not the crazy event formats. Those usually throw a little bit of balance out the window.
I have lost too much to
The thing
allow
is, I mean,
victory.
like, compared to regular Momir, I prefer this Momir. If we were gonna have more Momir rolled in, give us more flavorful takes like this.
I don't know how.
Because vanilla Momir is just kind of...
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I think the fact that I'm too tired to play well.
I like the spicier takes on Momir.
I am your inner demon.
Can't play Domri, can't play Sarkin. Yikes, yo. I mean, I guess Kaya and Exile their assassin?
You're gonna play Gaia, you do need to exile it. Was
Yeah, I
that's
know,
the end
it's
of
just...
that,
It's just, I got nothing else going on.
so. Other than Momir.
Yeah,
Like a good fight.
What's interesting is
I should have followed Momir.
how little the Momiring is happening with Planeswalkers out.
Yeah.
It's not as much of it. Sure.
That one's curious. They're gonna mill out 20 cards from my deck, but is that really the best approach? And they ditched Anissa?
My blades
Are you
will
drunk?
always strike
They only have
true.
one forest though. See, maybe. Still wouldn't have if I were that.
I would have held on Anissa and hoped that you would have been able to, like,
Like, I can kind of understand maybe the justification, but I agree with you that I would have kept.
you uptick, you keep on coming up with, like, blockers that you don't necessarily need to go through and block with. Their bodies. Just for mana.
I had guild business to attend to anyway.
Because it's just a land, it's not necessarily forest. You can turn any of the land to element. Andrew, you're killing me
Knowledge is
here.
Not without pride.
Killing me. Like Eugene to destroy the Jasu? or Momir for 7.
I think I would Momir for 7.
Momir for 7 and it's Chandra.
Yeah.
It's not that she's not necessarily useful, it's just that I'm not getting to the red in order to be able to play her.
I didn't realize it was Menache.
Oh yeah. Everything's Menache because,
Yeah, I know. It was...
Actually, is it because one of the statics from this, or is it just...
I think it just has Menache.
That one just has Menache, everything has haste because of the move, my bad.
We're done here. I'm gonna make myself soon worse.
I can create.
What's up, Eugene?
Oof.
Very good move. 7 to the face, nice. One more turn and I'm done.
Wanted to steal all the move.
One more turn and I'm done like dinner. Walk, walk.
Others will learn from your mistake.
Okay. Conan is really doubling down on that. Like, I got this in the bag, it don't matter.
Try not to think
Yikes.
too hard.
Yeah, I'm not getting any spread for...
Recklessness and fear are the seeds of destruction. Your past is
I kind of need to
unwritten.
go through quickly. Protect
Clear for
Eugene.
2.
Yeah. Feels really bad! And I'm also ditching Sarking because
I
I'm never
feel-
gonna get the double red.
No, probably not. As sad as it is.
Alright, so 4-3 is not the worst. And when it dies, it lets me ramp, so that's not the worst.
Lies beyond vision.
Okay, okay. And then they're gonna mill out a third of my deck before Ashiok becomes unusable. I mean, unless they manage to go through and proliferate. Some way, somehow. Okay.
Plausible. Take a lot of luck on their part, though, but...
Well, I mean, not necessarily. Like, well, yes, but there are things that they could hit aside from creatures. You're getting a Johnny.
That's true.
Right.
But still luck, because they
Yeah.
needed to pull something. What I mean, they
Oh,
just
that's true.
had nothing in hand.
It's not completely out of the realm of possibility, but yeah, it is. I gotcha. Alright, so do that. Protect my huge.
Now that's going to be the flip card under there.
Don't tell me things I don't want to hear. Wait, what? They got it?
What?
Oh, that was the thing off of the thing and the thing.
Right.
That's why it was such a cheap cost creature, because
Yeah,
they get it.
They get the ramp.
They get it.
Uh,
Oh, me misremembering how cards actually work. So good!
That's my bit.
So good. Uptick.
and Momir for 8. 9.
Planes and, yeah, moment. Possibly. Yes. That's what it is. That's what it is. Swamp. I'm still hoping that I'm actually going to be able to play Dahmer, even though it's, like, ridiculous.
I feel like getting a red land got to be going up there.
It should be, but, like, there we go! Right off the bat, I actually got Good Boy. And
It's a
I
combo.
can't actually do anything decent with it,
My heart is hollow with scorn.
because I can't deal damage.
And what, they just need to uptick into what, 3?
Yeah, in order to be able to destroy it. Oh, bloody hell. Because, yeah, now they can just go through and sacrifice Eugene on the next turn to destroy Zakama. So, unless I can actually deal with Eugene and the Ancient Brontodon, I'm screwed?
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a win.
What are you talking about? This is gonna totally turn around. I'm gonna pull removal on the next turn, and it's gonna be great.
Oh, yeah, you got top deck removal.
Yep.
Actually, you could.
I'm gonna get
board wipe though.
I'm gonna get that new card that they spoiled in Modern Horizons that goes through and you can overload it to get rid of all the opponent's creep. I don't remember what that was called. But that's definitely the one that I'm gonna pull here. Yep. That one that they just spoiled for Modern Horizons. Which is another weird thing that really threw me off when I went through an opened arena the other day.
Oh yeah, the ad for
The ad for Modern Horizons is like, wait, what? Modern Horizons?
I'm like, oh, they're
in
gonna
arena?
Yeah, and then it's
What?
like, oh no, you're
Tabletop. Why are you at? Okay, whatever.
So yeah, it seems like a weird place to advertise.
So they managed to go through and get rid of it regardless.
Yeah, and add another friend to the super friend.
Not so much.
Superest of duperest of friends? Good lord. Like, top 3 cards, exile. I mean, I guess because of the fact that you can give a creature vigilance and reach, but the static and the downtick don't do anything. The uptick is only useful because of the vigilance.
Of course, they're getting the use out of those treasure tokens.
So generously, and so gave those to them. Such a wise move. Yeah, I'm so done. So
Secrets manifest before you.
Got a Momir for any chance of survival. And even then, you're done because they can.
What am I Momiring for?
Oh, did you play lines? 9, right? That was 10. Play the lines.
Sure, why not?
The thing is they can just Eugene it away.
Alright, okay. Alright. I know. Because they are going to Eugene it away, and they can still get in whatever.
No, they've got a much simpler way
Much
of doing
cleaner
it.
plan.
Yeah.
Sword to the face.
I mean,
Chop.
non-existent hats off to opponent for taking the easy win and not the elaborate I'm gonna pull this off win that every Magic player does at one point or another. It's like, I don't care that I don't need to do this crazy combo. I'm doing this crazy combo so I can do it.
Because I can finally pull it off. Okay. This Momir is crazy. I was hoping that I was actually going to be able to get the card style here, but I don't even know if that's going to happen on stream.
That's what I was like, I'm going to grind for... I got 2 out of 3, too, is the, like... I just 1 away.
Ashy Larry, not so good. Narset, also not so good. So we're just going to roll with this and hope that Aaron Jesus is on our side here.
I think you need to pray to the drowned god.
What about Telu? What about the flying spaghetti monster?
Valid option, valid option.
Rastafarianism is recognized by the government. You can wear your colander on your DMB picture.
Is it actually recognized?
I don't know which countries, but it is in a lot of countries.
I think in the States, like, Jedi is recognized as a religion.
I thought it was the UK.
Or one of the places.
That was one of the ones that people were filling in on census.
Yeah, it was a census, and they got it as a...
Like, yeah, sure, why not? Can't even play a Vraska. Yikes. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go.
Diversity.
Yeah. We're gonna do the Momir.
Momir for 4.
Momir Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. That was one of my favorite cards in Hearthstone. The number of games I won in Hearthstone by Leroy is ridiculous.
Death by Jenkins.
I doubt that card's that viable anymore.
Down tick to make that one bigger so you can use that. Also as a source for mana. That's just brilliant. So they're going to be able to go off for 7, 8 next turn potentially? 9 actually if they go through and down tick Jangu again. Actually I should be able to swing overhead with my Winder in order to get rid of that. They were considering it and they decided against it. Fair deuce, fair deuce. Oh, maybe. Hey. You know what we didn't do?
Oh, they're so cute.
Pause any of our previews.
Oh, hey, yeah, that might have been a
Good thing to do. Oh, we so smart.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the whole realizing we didn't have a microphone in front of us just before we went live, which we didn't actually mention at all, which is a hilarious story. We didn't realize there's no microphone in front of us, and then I couldn't figure out what I'd done with the microphones. And managed to fall on a spare. It's not our main microphone.
But it still works and works decently enough, so
Sure, yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to Momir here.
Sure enough, Sure is a good microphone company.
Alright, so we're ditching Ashy Larry. Get whatever it is that we're getting. Do it, do it, do it!
I mean, I guess
Okay.
the mill
Spark Tongue.
is a little more
And-
powerful in this version of Momir than normal Momir. Because you could be milling out a Planeswalker.
You could be milling out a potentially good Planeswalker, but
It's not
I
that
mean,
strong. I'd like.
it's-
I don't think. I'm not saying you shouldn't
Yeah.
have gotten rid. I agree that you should have pitched it. It's slightly more. Slightly.
more powerful than regular Momir, but still I would rather have a more better or bodier.
A good creature or something that
Because it's like they're not going to be going through and searching through the library. Typically.
not many creatures they're gonna let them. Is there anything in standard that will let them just search? I think aren't all of them just for a certain creature type, and that gives you no help.
What? No, reconnect, please. Come on.
Like we didn't lose net, did we? We didn't.
What did I take to the face? What happened here? What's going on? I'm hearing things going on.
Everybody's slamming
No,
the servers to get their.
Swinging. Alright, I guess I'm throwing that in front of that. Oh, okay, so it was Nisa. That's why all the noise was being made. World Shaker dropped and she started making some lands and some other things.
Start shaking the world.
A whole lot of shaking going on. Yeah, because they were able to use treasure in order to bust it on out. Makes sense. Dang it, Nisa. I need to get rid of that. How do I do that?
Magic.
I can swing overhead to mostly get rid of her. I'm just going to be taking a lot on the backswing. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, oh no, that's a creature, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's
target permanent. Target permanent.
Sometimes I love it when I'm wrong. Not often.
Raska must die. I mean, I'm sorry, Nisa. I'm sorry, Nisa. I didn't want.
Why does she doesn't return? Calling her Vraska.
Yeah, dude. Shit, it happened again.
Maybe that's why Vraska doesn't return your calls either.
Shit. Sorry, I was just staring at the Vraska that I had in my hand, and then yeah, like the meme of me staring off behind me, and then her giving me the dirty eye right beside me. Next, are we gonna do this? Is it worth getting rid of Tybalt? At this point, no. Kinda need to block here. Ah! I need more better creatures. I need more bigger creatures. All those things and more. Kaya! My Spark Tongue!
Hey.
The only one that had any weight to it? Okay, so I block it and then they still use it to kill Eugene. I'm dead. So there's no coming back from this. So probably to my fate. Yep. Down to 6. That's 1 less damage that they need to deal to me.
Is there anything about what Steam is doing right now?
Momir for 7. What are they doing right now?
Their event?
Oh, where you can go through in a spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Play old games to go through and pick off things from your to-do list to get whatever it is. Whatever the incentive and motivation is that they're using on this one.
Yeah, it's like cards.
Things for your profile and whatnot.
Well, an interesting concept.
I guess I'm getting rid of the Island.
It's kind of a weak response if it's meant to be a response to the sale on Epic, but
The sale on the Epic sale on Epic that they ended up having 3 different publishers pull their games from.
yeah,
because
it's
they're
so
like,
epic that
we
people
did not sign up for this.
Well, they promised an Epic sale, and it was an epic disaster.
You guys are devaluing our games before they're even released.
Or
People aren't going to figure that they're actually worth the ticket price because they already got it for like $20 less.
Well, and they started banning people who bought games too quickly.
Yep.
There's nothing like. I actually had the thought too at one point. I was like, "No, it is a good deal. I just can't bring myself to give them money.
Yeah. They don't have any
I need
infrastructure.
to vote with my dollars on it, and it's like I'm not support this as much as the deals are good.
They don't have any infrastructure that is what makes it so that I actually spend money on Steam. I come back from any of this.
Well, actually, I should look.
Good
I'm
lord.
remembering now, I actually have free money in my account from back when they, were primarily a game engine company.
Really? Oh, did I? 8. I can count. Doesn't matter what I ditch at this point. Gain life. That thing. Get rid of that. Yeah, I'm dead.
Yep. Who wins? Who wins?
Yeah. Okay. One more kick at the bucket, and then that's it. Win or lose, whatever it is. Probably gonna lose. Win or lose, whatever it is. Momir's not been kind to me so far.
Hasn't been kind to either of us, but you're mostly on the ball, though. What's your excuse?
I'm just not good at this.
For being you're not good at random.
Yeah. Random chance and actually managing the walkers properly.
It still does feel better than.
Yes. It's a hell of a lot more interesting. I'm on swamp and swamp and swamp. I just need 3 swamps in a row. Not swamp.
There is a swamp on the card.
So, Gilly. Next.
This should be fun.
What's your down tick?
Copies one of the artifacts into. Well, I've seen her used in spell decks quite effectively to copy her servos into like breaks, crackling, or enigma,
Yeah,
and
in
then
standard.
swing to face for.
I'm just thinking
Ouch.
Momir, because there's so few artifacts.
So who cares? You go through and you play another walker, and then you get another servo.
Oh yeah,
It makes blockers.
All right, that's right. I hadn't even thought of the walk.
It makes chumps. Not gonna exile it. I can get Tibbs to create that. But then down to Tibbs to also create that. And that's all I got. So yeah, she creates chumps, and if you can actually manage to get other bodies out, swing for pretty decent.
What I was not evaluating was the planeswalkers.
Yeah,
I was going, well, you're never going to get token out of it. It's so rare to get a...
it just triggers off the non-creature spell. Not even sorcery. Okay. 7. Alright, so I guess I want to wander to get rid of that thing. That.
My assistants are painfully
Play, lay wander. Other body out. Down tick. Wander to get rid of the 7/3. And we are Peachy Keen.
I think we've gone over this before. I think you don't remember the restaurant called the Peachy Keen.
Nope. I think we have gone over it.
But it used to be where the sushi restaurant is now.
One.
Whatever it is.
Oh, okay. And with the devil, sack the devil. Pings them for 1. Gonna use extra product. 7? Oh, Avatar! Dang, yo. Still not getting anything for Davriel. Base here? Okay, that can go through and get rid of that, and then Eugene can get rid of Badass. That works for me. And another servo.
I know more than you could learn.
Down tick, get rid of that. That to get rid of that. No more ramp.
Be gone into
And
your
I
path.
might as well swing out for 2.
Slowly but surely chip away.
Playing the long game here. Hoping that RNG doesn't actually go through and drop a bomb on me. In the form of something good for them.
It dropped a bomb, but not on you. Actually, it's not the worst of the moment for them, but it's not a very good pull.
Dud, dud, dud. Okay, so I'm gonna uptick Eugene. Get the 2/2 Spiritual. No point in swinging with anything, so I'm going to Momir for 7? And probably pitch Gabriel, because I mean, I'd like to get that, but I'm not getting any black mana here. And
if you're
actually, I should probably just pitch Nikki B. I'm likelier to play Dabril than I am Nikki B.
Well,
as much as I'd love to be able to play Nikki B. Never gonna happen. Where am I gonna get 3 swamps from? It breaks my heart. I want it to happen, but it's just not gonna happen. I gotta be realistic about this.
I wanted to make an argument for it, but you're right. I got no argument.
Darigas! Yes! Thank you! That's got haste. That's on the strength, dude.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's That just turned the clock up.
That turned things around. I should have used Saheeli to trigger, and then I would have actually have won the game right there.
Holy.
If I was like, you know, on the ball. Please don't remove my Daragas. Colossus. Okay, so we're good here. Ah, it happened. Win number 2. Oh my god. Okay. I got a card off of it. Confidant. Sweet. I'll take it. I'm just 1 win away from getting my Braska card style. Because after that, you're working towards Tibbs.
What do you get for the 6th one?
Gold, man. Just
Yeah,
100
I'm
gold.
just curious how much gold. I
Just
mean,
get-
obviously gold.
100 gold, then another 100 gold. So
Still
you're
not
only,
bad.
you're only getting 200 gold, but like
But you're not
considering
paying
you're
anything,
paying anything.
It's basically free. There's time, but
Besides, what everyone's really grinding for is this.
JC.
Wielder of mysteries. That's terrible.
Yep.
Yep. What do you?
So is Jace though.
What? Honestly, I'm a fan of that one, just because of
No, I mean-
shenanigans' sakes.
I mean, in general.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
didn't mean that card. I just mean Jace in general. I mean, like,
Why is it that Jace was the one that actually survived War of the Spark?
I
I mean, that was almost as disappointing as the Battle of Blackwater with how many people actually ended up dying off. Out of 36 walkers, you only had 3 that bit the dust. Out of main characters for the show, you only ended up having question mark. I'm not even gonna give it away. Whatever.
I feel like if you haven't seen the end, you at least been spoiled the fact that it's not the best ending.
You've been spoiled by the fact that the petition that they have going for a do-over has like 1.5 on it.
But I'm pretty sure HBO has already said that they're not gonna.
Oh, it's done, dude.
They're
It's
not
over.
gonna do a do-over.
It's done. There's no point in going through and waiting for them to go on this incarnation. Because, like I've said, how long? 20 years? 10 years? 5 years? How long is it going to be until we get the reboot? Because this is what happens. They go through, they find a property that people are willing to actually get invested into. That's why we have another Lord of the Rings coming out from Amazon. That's why we've had 3 kicks at the can for Spider-Man in terms of movies before we had one that actually stuck, resonated. Had the Tobey Maguire one, had the other one with Annie Vernon.
I'm really not up on movies. I
and
didn't
now
know
you
there was
have-
any after Tobey Maguire one.
No, there was another one that. And then you all had this latest one, which is Tom Holland with like the Sony produced, but then like Marvel helmed one, so that they can actually get the tone right and the character right. Supposed to just ruin that up time as well.
I didn't even know there was other Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
You know how I'm not up on movies.
Even if I don't watch them, I try to be aware of what's going on, just to have just general awareness. Even if I'm not really invested in form. But I mean, in fairness, Endgame was fun. I did watch that, and that was a far more satisfying ending. What we got in another pop culture phenomenon. So, you know, whatever.
It was an ending at the very least, I guess.
Well, with how that last season went, I just feel like I'm glad I've broken free of an abusive relationship, and now I don't have to go subject myself to it every Sunday. With them being like, "No, stop! Please, you're making it worse."
To be fair, though, it's a great like endorsement for the books for the last 2.
It's a great case study on watching something that is so highly regarded kind of go down and purely from an execution.
Yeah, basically.
And that is not a slight against the actors
or the effects team,
or
or like any of the
or
crew.
Most of the creatives involved. It's really just a slight against the showrunners and the HBO execs that went through it and agreed. Whole thing.
I was gonna say everybody who didn't have executive in front of their title was probably kids.
Yeah. Bitching about this.
I don't even know.
How did I even get on this topic? Why this thing is so dead? Who even cares? I mean, what are
The
we
internet.
Yeah.
They're still bitching about it.
Yeah.
That's all we got left.
Yeah. Free folk. Bobby B. I mean, at least we got other things to look forward to, dude. Plenty of other stuff that's coming out. Chernobyl, which I still haven't gotten on. Fantastic. So, and when I do get on that, I'm going to be looking forward to that one.
I mean, somehow we got off on a long tangent.
Super
Anyways.
long tangent.
I have no way of tying this back into Magic, so Magic!
Razzle dazzle. And we're back with MTG Arena.
Exactly.
And the War of the Spark Chronicles, starting with Chapter 1 of Ravnica at War with Momir, because it's the Planeswalker event that is happening at your LGS, and in order to give you a similar experience with you playing it at home, you can also have a Planeswalker event of your own.
Yeah.
Because at your LGS, you can go through and either play sealed or draft this weekend and cast your Planeswalkers for any mana, as long as it fits the converted mana cost. So you can go through and do that, and then for your options in Momir, you have a pre-made deck for Momir that has one of each of the 36 walkers from War of the Spark. So make your choices, make them carefully. Which walker are you going to play, or are you going to Momir that turn instead? Or are you just going to wait and try and get to Zakama? Hope that you have red mana to actually be able to deal with the threats that are on the board once you actually get to resolve it. Good lord.
If you're wondering what we're talking about, you just need to rewind a little bit. There's one of the... Exactly what happened. So yeah, if you're getting luck in Momir, if you've cracked the code and know the secret strategy that is guaranteed to get you a win.
Yep.
Alright, fine. If you have any strategy, just let us know in the comments below. We'll take anything.
How to guarantee those RNG wins every time. Yeah. But it definitely takes regular Momir and makes it way more interesting. I mean, if this is what we're gonna have to look forward to for Momir events in the, I'm all for it. And I welcome our new Momir with Spice Overlord.
I have nothing to add to that.
So
all hail the Overlord.
Einsama? Anyway, Nani?
Anyways, I think before we go off on another tangent that we're interested in, but not everyone else might be, I think it's a good time to end this stream. We will be back next Friday for sure. Is that
part 2 in
the
the War of the Spark Chronicles? I imagine that next week is going to be the Pauper event, because we did already have the Pauper banning announcement of the persistent petitioners.
Yeah.
So I believe we're going to get Pauper next, and then I don't know what's actually following from the next 2. We're going to need to go through and look that up. But all of these events, if I'm not mistaken, are going to be free entry, and you just go through and keep on grinding until you get those rewards that you're looking for. In this case, is the stained glass card styles, which are so good. I mean, like, really, I was going through and just cruising through the store, and like, they're beautiful, dude. I want to spend the money on the Lily.
Oh, so you can actually buy them too, then?
There's the ones that you can earn, and then the ones that you can buy.
So they've split it up.
So
that
like,
makes sense.
You have these ones that you can go through and purchase. So you've got Gids, you've got Lily, you've got Johnny, Amio, Barry. You've got the ones that you can go through and pick up for gold. So that's nice as well. It's really not. And then I imagine that all of the War of the Spark Chronicles rewards, I imagine, will be stained glass art styles.
It seemed like they were hinting at some card backs.
Well,
I don't know if you got that. Are those for sale or are they?
There are sleeves, but those ones have been the anime one. Like, you had the new one for Sarah, which I found kind of a weird inclusion, since like that's Modern Horizons, but then by that same token we've got Sol Ring.
So Sol Ring has been in. It was already in.
Yes, but Soul Ring's not a card that you can.
I know.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense in that respect, in that they're just giving you because of the iconography. But then they do give you these ones for the anime walkers. It's just, guys.
Give us the anime walkers.
Yeah, give us the anime
Sell
walkers.
us the anime walkers.
So much money!
They shouldn't be free. I mean, maybe a gem event, but just put them on the store.
Yeah. People will throw mad amounts of money because they're so awesome. Like, Vivian looks so kawaii. Like, all of the walkers just look so awesome. I love it. I want them all.
But, anyways, we've gone off on a tangent.
Again!
That was at least magic related. Alright. Anyways, if you've stuck with us this far, please drop us a subscribe if you can put up with our tangents and make it this far.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. And,
but even if you don't, we're happy you came and hung out. We're happy that came and chatted. Ruination's here. We had EPM came in early on. Or Slap a Man.
Slap a Man. We had Alvaro pop in earlier as well, who reminded us.
The code, yeah.
Yeah, of the code.
I may not have even gotten the code, which is over the moon. If you're wanting.
Which, I mean, I should have remembered that, considering I went through and redeemed it yesterday. And I was going to be like, hey, Gandalf, you should totally get the Arlen. We'll travel.
Blame it on the microphone, man. Mishap at the beginning.
Throw us for a loop. But anyway.
We will be back next Friday, and hopefully twice as energetic on my part.
And until then, hope you have a good one. Catch you in the next one.
Win yourself those styles.
Oh, yeah, all the styles. Peace.